James is an experienced contractor, a foundation repair contractor, and he's ready to take on yet a new area in the state of Texas. The only problem is, or we thought it was a problem, is his GMB is currently suspended. So, can you rank a suspended GMB? Have you even thought about it? Well, in this video, I will show you some before and after Local Falcon scans, and you will see how we were able to rank a suspended GMB, and if I was able to do it, so can you. One of the reasons I took on this project is because James is a really good friend of mine and I really wanted to help him. Now, when he made me manager of his GMB, I noticed right away that it was suspended. As you can see right here in my tray, it shows suspended. Now, when you click on it though, you get a different story. You can see it live on Google search, meaning you're still getting a knowledge panel. And if you click on maps, well, you would see that it's live on maps. So this is just a soft suspension. If you see this, yes, you can rank it. So what does this mean? Or why do you get a suspension like this? In most cases, it's because you try to make an edit. In this case, James tried to change the GMB title and it caused a suspension. Now you can try to reinstate it with Google and show them your paperwork. Most of the time they're going to want to do a video verification. Well, I just wanted to see if I could still do my click-through rate in my special recipe. And by the way, my course is out. I'll give you more details at the end of this video, but if you want results like this, I totally have the recipe. So it means that you cannot make any more changes. You cannot change the title. You cannot change the GMB category. You're not going to be able to reply to reviews. You're not going to be able to add GMB posts. You are kind of limited. But can you rank it? Yes, you can rank it. So let me show you some before and after Local Falcon scans. And let me tell you what are some of the challenges that I noticed right away as soon as I got started. Some of you are very well familiar with Local Falcon. For those that do not know what Local Falcon is, it's a tool that allows you to see what your placement is in Google Maps for a specific keyword. I always like to start with the 3-mile radius because most of the time I can change things around in a 3-mile radius in as little as 4 weeks. I also like to start with the most profitable keyword. Not only is it more challenging, but it brings more money to my clients, to my friends. So I like to start with the most profitable keyword in a 3-mile radius. Looking at the scan, we can see that he is number 1 within his 4 walls and just a little bit outside. Now, I don't have data to show you how many calls he's getting because I don't have access to the GMB, but yeah, he's not getting any calls. Now, the next thing you want to look at is scroll down and you're going to see the competitors. Analyze this data. Are the competitors using the keyword in their GMB title? In this case, we can see that the competitors are using Foundation Repair as part of their GMB title. And we know that keywords in the title are one of the top ranking factors. This is why James felt so compelled in trying to change the GMB title and it caused a suspension. So don't do it. You don't have to do it anymore. You will see that we were able to outrank GMBs. With a suspended GMB, we were able to outrank listings that have GMB titles optimized. Now take a look at the date here. It's October 11th. That's when James and I started to talk about what are some of the things that we can do. Do we try to reinstate it? Do we try to order another GMB? November 15th, I said, look, you need the business. Why don't we just try to move forward and try to rank this GMB? He said, that's fine. Do what you have to do. Okay, so now let me show you the scan. We started working November 16th. By December 16th, I had to show him a scan. And lo and behold, what do we have here? A suspended GMB that ranked in a 3-mile radius for its most profitable keyword. And look at this baby. Now, this is what I call a phase 1 GMB. Any GMB that does not rank fully green in a 3-mile radius, it's a phase 1 GMB. The results after a month, it's out of phase 1. He's getting to go into phase 2. And I talk about this in my course, how to rank GMBs in phase 1, how to move forward and keep ranking GMBs in phase 2, and yes, there is phase 3. Now, ranking solid green in a 3-mile radius in just 4 weeks is absolutely great, but we know it's not what every single business owner needs. Most of business owners would want to then go for more. That's your phase 2. Your phase 2 is be solid green for your most profitable keyword in a 6-mile radius. As soon as I'm out of phase 1, remember, phase 1 is getting out of the 3-mile radius solid green. As soon as I'm out of my phase 1, I do a scan for a 6-mile radius and I start my phase 2. Your phase 2 now is going to require more distance, and now you can start pushing for way more keywords. Now you want to do your best company and my near me terms, because you're starting to get momentum. It's hard to do it when you're solid red, but now that you got so much green, yeah, Google is trusting you a little bit more and it's going to get your rank for more keywords. So I want to get started right away. December 16th is when I finish my report. By December 16th is when I need to start my phase 2. And this is the report for phase 2. As you can see, it's not going to be hard. I can tell right away that this is working really, really well, and it's not going to be hard to get out of phase 2. Well, today is January 9th. It's only been 3 weeks. I guess I should have waited the entire month to show you the results after. But what about after 3 weeks? Can we have actually help this GMB rank a little bit better? And here is the before. You can see some yellow up on top and you can see some red at the bottom. Check this out. You can see so much more green on the top and very little red at the bottom. So I can confidently say that in 1 more week, at the end of 4 weeks, we have actually completed our phase 2. Next is phase 3. Phase 3 is going into that 10-mile radius, that 15-mile radius. For this one, we're going to go into a 10-mile radius. So we started with 3, 6. I can feel confident that we can go in a 10-mile radius. Most of the time, clients are starting to like, well, I don't want to drive that far, or maybe not the whole 10-mile radius because there's a lot of land. Maybe I just want a specific city. So there is a recipe to rank in a specific city, and that's what I call phase 3. So there is a recipe for phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. So how was I able to get these results for a suspended GMB? Well, a soft suspension, but it's still a suspension. Now, I was not able to optimize a GMB title. We know it's a huge ranking factor. I could not change any GMB categories, modify products or services, even create GMB posts or reply to reviews. Now, what then needs to be done? What I believe needs to be done is click-through rate. You need to pretend you are the community, and the community will then rank the GMB. So what is click-through rate? Well, a Google user, you have done it, I have done it. We go on Google search and we type in a keyword, garage door repair or foundation repair, any keyword, right? And then we look for a GMB, we click on it, we call, maybe we look at photos, we look at the website, we read some reviews. That keyword, that activity actually gets recorded inside of the GMB data. Google is recording the volume. Google is recording where it came from, whether it was a mobile device, it was desktop, it was an iPad. So you want your most profitable keywords there, but you want the click-through rate to come from your community. The community is choosing you to be the number 1 for that keyword. That's click-through rate. Now look at your GMB Insight data. You got to have your most profitable keywords in your data, in your GMB Insight data. Now, you don't have them. How do you get them in there? It's with click-through rate. Say you have them, but the volume is very low. Oftentimes I see under 15. It's time to crank up the volume, because if your competitors have more volume, they're going to outrank you, right? Now, phase 1 will have a certain recipe for click-through rate. I always like to do 3, 4, maybe 5 keywords, like the most profitable keywords going to phase 1. Phase 2 will have way more keywords. Now Google is trusting us. We're just expanding the territory, and therefore we can expand the keywords. In phase 3, it's a completely different animal, but that's how it's done, my friend. It's with click-through rate. So this is how I get started. I start with the address associated with the GMB. Clearly, when it's a physical address, I have the address right away. When it's an SAB, the client, my friend, or needs to give me the address, or I can find it just by finding the citation. I normally can find the address. You want to go to Google Maps and find the pin, look for houses around it. We're going to create a Gmail account per house, per address. Then we're going to create a persona. that persona is going to use either mobiles or desktops or iPads. They're going to look for the keyword foundation repair. Click on James' listing. Look at photos, read reviews, look at the website, ask a question, and then we're going to drive there. Now, that's all recorded in the GMB Insight data, and that's what you want. You want the community to do the SEO. The community went as far as to find you and had some dwelling time and actually drove to your place. So there is a certain recipe. You don't want to abuse this, or you don't want to do too little. There is a certain recipe for phase 1. For phase 2, you repeat it again now, but you're going to be actually looking for houses further away. You want to cover your 6-mile radius. It gets a little bit more complicated because now you have to push way more keywords and your distance is a little bit farther away. And our tools actually do the driving. We literally simulate the driving, so it takes a little bit more time, but I actually have a little trick under phase 2 so you can get it done with ease. Now for phase 3, things get very interesting because not only are you doing that 10-15 mile radius, most people have a town or an area in mind. So you want to get that geo inside of the GMB data. I'll give you an example. Say James wanted to start ranking in Austin. So he would need Foundation Repair Austin inside of his GMB data in order for him to start ranking in Austin. So there is a way of doing it with click-through rate, and that's for phase 3. So how would you like to get results like this and start ranking your clients this way? Well, why don't you train with me? My course is out. A lot of you have asked me via comments and via emails if I have a course. It's taking me months to make it. I wanted to make sure that I deliver true results, provide you with not only the training, but with the necessary tools to have this amazing results. And I believe that 2023 could be an amazing year for your agency or for your business. If you're interested, please send me an email and I'll make sure to reply to you. My course is one-on-one, meaning we literally have the training one-on-one. I'll teach you phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. I'll give you all the necessary tools. We'll go over any questions you may have. I teach you how to train your eyes and identify easy win for lead gens or for new clients. And I cannot wait to share this information with you. Send me an email. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more content like this. And I cannot wait to see you in the course. Until next time, Happy New Year.